Hi guys. Hi, welcome. I just want to wait for everyone to come in. I just thought I'd do a Leo full moon general messages for the collective. I think not just like all signs in particular, like one sign each. I think this is like a general message, just really kind of casual. So grab a drink or grab something to keep you busy with just while we wait for people to come through. Please hit the like button while you're here. Okay. Right, so I will probably start with the tarot and then go into the oracles. I think if you'd like one question, one card, please save that to the end and we'll do that afterwards. But I think because this full moon it's quite, I don't know, it's asking for a lot of like braveness. Oh, hello, naked lady. Hey, nice one. Happy full moon, my love. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for the likes. Just a full moon message for everyone. Try and channel into some positivity, raise some vibrations, and have a bit of fun while we're here. I hope you're all doing really, really well. I love you all. Thank you so much for joining. Everybody, I hope you're ready for this full moon. It's going to be a good one. I've got a good feeling. And whenever I've got a good feeling, I go with it. I think this full moon, it's a bit of like okay, let's have a bit of fun and let's be a bit silly after this really intense, serious winter. Aquarius season has been super intense, but I hope you'll all agree that it's been one about expansion and growth. And I don't think a lot of us are the same people that we were when we first started out. So I think if we are to take anything away from this lesson is that to always remember, you got to think outside of the box, right? You got to be really super sure of your resources and remember who you are. The Four of Cups. So if there has been a bit of a lackluster feeling, a bit of a can't resonate with anything, too fixed on the past, very limited, very rigid, refusing to move beyond what you know, being very focused on the limitations is the Four of Cups for me. And it's like, wait, hold on 1 second. The universe is kind of offering you an opportunity to grow and expand here. Kind of look at the opportunity for what it is. And I do feel like this full moon might feel like exactly that. Finally, there's something that comes through that feels like a bit of a break. You know, it's exactly what you needed. It shows up on time. I do feel like post this full moon, like exact timing with this full moon, things are going to shift. It's a really powerful full moon and it's one that's going to shift energies really quickly. So with this Four of Cups, I think remain really open-minded, okay, and just reaffirm to yourself that miracles are possible. They happen all the time, and you might need to look beyond what you already know. Sometimes what we don't even perceive finds its way to us. It's just like maintaining a certain vibration, being okay with yourself, I think, more so than anything else. So with this Four of Cups, I will say Seven of Cups. Be very, very sure about fantasy and illusion. Be very, very careful about the things that you know are they really stable? Are they really reliable? I mean, is this really trustworthy energy? Seven of Cups for me is also about manifestation. It's almost about visualizing what you really want, like really getting focused and really concentrating in each and every aspect of your hopes, wishes, and dreams and desires that you can kind of channel into right now. And so I think where you're being presented, like, look here. There's someone here who's just fixed on the complete there's someone here fixed on just what is, just what they see, right? They don't even look or acknowledge this other potential that comes through. So the thing here is be very aware not to be too fixed or too rigid on what you know or what you see right now, because that way you refuse the acceptance of the universe, of God delivering you exactly the thing that you need. If anything, get really aligned with what you want. Focus in a lot of detail and a lot of description, like all of the different possibilities. Be very, very careful about what you tell yourself, limiting beliefs, even like things that might stifle your own way. Okay, get out of your own way here, really channel into the possibilities of what can be, get really focused in on the things that you really want, and don't worry about how it will come. Just get really aligned with the thing that you want. King of Cups, the thing that you really want. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, divine masculine archetype. Very much artistic, scientific, emotionally strong as the ocean, and as deep as the ocean. This is the kind of character that's so in their power, so self-assured, but not in a destructive way. But actually, yeah, in a destructive way, because if we think about the ocean, right, it will have its way with even the toughest of rock. After years and years of like having its way with it, pounding at it, pounding at it, pounding at it, it can make some of the most highest cliffs collapse. So there's a power in this King of Cups. And I don't know if this is you channeling into this like real emotional intelligence within yourself, the resilience and the power to know that what you want, you can have your way with if you are truly willing to chip away at it, which means remain consistent. What's more consistent than the wave of the ocean? This guy built his whole throne on the ups and downs of life. Like nothing phases him. He's got a full cup and a big smile to tie it all up with. I think you need to get into your emotional power. And I think this full moon will show you there's a very strong, powerful masculine energy around you that kind of takes life's knocks on the chin like it's nothing. And this person might be an inspiration. This person might be, I don't think it's you. Maybe if it is you, even if you have water energy in you, it might be that you are really resilient and you're showing up a lot stronger than you may have even felt. So give yourself a break, Virgo. Like you're doing really well. Like if you're just taking your will and pursuing, continuing, like persevering, I really don't think this King of Cups is you. I think this lover's energy, like I've been saying it. Venus and Mars are conjuncting in the sky as we're speaking. This is a sacred coming together. This is like the divine union that we've all gonna be blessed from, basically. I want you to think about what this union means, like the energy, that divine masculine and the divine feminine, that polarity coming together is so magnetizing. It's so strong. And just think of the sheer positivity and the magnetism that can create around the world. And so it is really, really important that this energy, the lover's energy, is honored. It is considered sacred and it's held in sacred regard. Please make space. Please make allowance for this love to come in. And you know how you do that? By affirming, I allow you in. I allow you in. I allow you in. Divine sacred partner, I allow you in. And if you're already with this sacred divine partner, then this might be a really good time where the both of you are supporting each other's dreams, wishes, and hopes, and it might be about coming out of a period of limitation and really going into abundance, an abundance of feeling that love. And the other thing with this full moon is that if you need to just lay low and take a minute to just rest and catch yourself, there's a lot that's happening in the astral. There's a lot of dreams that might be coming through right now that might be a lot to do with your future. And so I do think that as with this stained glass window, there's a lot of different necessary, different colored, very important pieces that make up this one picture. And in order to get a better view, sometimes you kind of got to stop and sit still. And I guess this is the Aquarius card. To see the bigger picture, to get really in focused, sometimes you gotta sit still. And that rest might be exactly that, the opportunity that you get to kind of just be still and focus in on the bigger picture. So this full moon might say to you, come 4 twice. So I think the number 4 is quite important. The Lovers is also here, but that's number 6. Let's get some more general messages for the collective. So these fell into my lap. The 7 of Wands, the 9 of Swords, the Hierophant, and the 2 of Swords. So for me, this says that there was a real struggle, a bit of an obstacle course that you may have gone through that may have left you energetically a bit frazzled. And I think by you bypassing the rest or the necessary healing or the necessary addressing of any traumas or things that had come up during this period of transition almost, or beginning to see yourself in a new light, or coming into alignment with a divine pairing, and all the energetic buildup that comes towards that, it's almost very important that you kind of allow yourself a full switch off moment to reboot. I think it's a bit of a system reboot. I think this full moon is. The Hierophant is Taurian energy that's pouring through this North Node at the moment. You've got to think about spiritual healing. You're on a spiritual if you're here, if you're tuning into this right now, then I need you to take this as confirmation. You are a spiritual teacher. You need to teach, and it might be really important that you are getting or decoding at least what exactly these 9 swords are that might still act like a hindrance to your subconscious and may have you acting out in ways that mean that you're exerting energy in more of a frazzled kind of way than opposed to a more streamlined, right? A more emotionally intelligent, observant, and practical way. I think the practicality in this is the Hierophant, which is about connecting to source. You know, he has his antenna. It looks like an antenna to me, at least. And it's about being very firm in your convictions. And I guess in order to be firm in your convictions, you've got to be able to stand your ground, and you've got to be very firm in what you believe. And so I guess right now, this might be a time that is testing your convictions. Tassini, one of our moderators, is in the house. Thank you so much, Tassini. Welcome, love. Welcome, welcome. We have the Empress energy. I mean, that's a lot of abundance. That's a lot of wonderful things falling into place. That's like a lot of hard work paying off. There's a level of finesse to this, okay? This can only be pulled off by the utmost confidence in self. And so I guess this full moon is not only going to renew your confidence in self, it's going to give you a power and an ability to be able to really go over the things that you thought were once going to act as a hindrance. I mean, it's the Empress. Of course it's going to work out. And of course she's going to do it in finesse. And of course every hindrance that might be thrown in her path, she'll use as her superpower. And so I guess it's about getting aligned with the abundance, not only of what's around you and material things, but getting in alignment with the abundance of power that's within you. The self-confidence, the self-belief, the self-mastery. She is a positive role model. Now, this doesn't need to be gender specific. The Empress is the shit. She is the positive role model that the world needs. So maybe that's the message. Go out and be the positive role model that the world needs. I'm going to have 2 more from the tarot, and then we'll move forward into the oracles. If you have a question, one question, one card, PayPal, Ruby@rubyreadstarot.com. There's also a CASHAPP app option there, which is the #, Rubyreadstarot.com. I'm excited for this full moon because I think there's going to be so much that comes pouring through. And I think this is particularly significant because we are in the year of the tiger. And so, synchronicities about power, King and Queen of Cups. The Queen of Wands, Leo full moon. It's a really good time to be very confident. It's a very good time to be about your family, to be about your friends, to be about your magic. This queen is a doer. She makes things happen. Her magic wand, the flick of a switch, the click of a finger. She's got it already done. Be the doer. Now, the King and the Queen of Cups for me, and with the Lovers here, and with the Hierophant here, and with the Empress, which obviously means fertility and pregnancy. The Hierophant for me also is marriage. King and Queen of Cups and the Lovers. Very, very important union. The coming together of two parts of the one. I believe everything happens when the time's right. I feel like there's a lot of synchronicities in the moment that is saying that a lot of focus needs to be put on the divine pair. The magic that they create when they come together will really lift the spirits of the world, but it will change this world for the better. Please don't be afraid of love. If anything, empty your cup of things that fill your mind with the wrong kind of thoughts and make you have to defend yourself or feel in a very frazzled kind of way. I don't think there's much that you need to overthink about this. I really don't. And I think if you took the blindfold off, you might even realize there's no potential threat here. Rest, I think, is going to be so important, at least to see the bigger picture. My readings, all of them are saying the divine feminine and the divine masculine are coming together. Every single sign, every single reading, 17:07 on the clock. There's too many synchronicities. Energy is shifting. If you're already in a pairing, it's very, 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 very important that you work on your pairing and you get to some emotional equilibrium. That is, if you're in a important, significant relationship and you know it. Everything else that's not true, I don't think is going to be able to survive this energy. And I think it will perhaps fall away by itself, so that the true pair can align. I'm going to put all of the rest of the cards away, but I'm going to start shuffling the oracles. I think that tarot always has its own message, and it's always poignant, and it's always powerful. So let's just line these up here, so I've got a good guide. Something to go by at the end. Let's start with the Goddess Guidance. I love this deck. It's a super powerful deck. If you guys have noticed, this is one of my favorite combos. I absolutely love it. It's the Goddess Guidance, Magical Messages from the Fairies, and the Romance Oracles, all by Doreen Virtue, and very nice mix of message if you use the three of them together. It's my personal experience anyway. I've got a few Doreen Virtue decks, but these three decks in unison are really nice. And sometimes I just do the Goddess Guidance or the Romance Oracles, or sometimes I'll do the Magical Messages from the Fairies with the Goddess Guidance, or however. Bottom of the deck, Eshel, Medicine Woman. You are a channel for divine healing power. And I think it would be really important if a lot of you started spending, perhaps, especially over this full moon, a bit more time channeling into your unique signature of divine healing power and really begin to come into your purpose fully and embrace your skill and embrace your natural talent and really let the elements help you. Right now with this full moon, it's probably really important that you charge up, hence the Four of Swords. Aim, leap of faith, take a risk and put your heart's true desire to action. I think some of you are trying to manifest something that you think is beyond your reach, beyond what you even thought possible for yourself. And I think you will surprise yourself if you really take a leap of faith. And faith isn't for the weak of heart. There's a lot behind it. And that means true embodiment of source energy. Okay, so take some time, Hierophant energy, and fine-tune your antenna and find a signal and put your heart truest desires into action, okay? And being risky is like being the fool. It's about jumping and knowing that the universe will catch you. If you have a doubt, it'll contradict the whole idea, right? And the magic isn't potent enough to be there. And so you've got to believe with all of your conviction, right? That's what we call alignment. And that's what some people call lucky. The lucky fool jumps off the cliff. Well, he's not lucky. He's really aligned. And you have to understand that it may be foolish to some to just jump off that cliff, you know, because anything can happen. But it's not, because there's so much that goes behind being that fool, that free energy, or what appears to be foolish. Aphrodite, inner goddess. Awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. This full moon, I think, will be about getting your glad rags on and draping yourself in all of your finest and doing the self-care thing, you know? Leos, they consider themselves majestic. We have been just really like tuned out of our natural instincts, tuned out of our natural abilities to connect with the divine feminine. And it says inner goddess here because this is Venus, very much part of the show, right? And the divine feminine has been attacked as hell for the past couple of years, right? And now you have this new freedom. And you have this new ability and you have this new power where if you decide to honor who you are, and if you decide to honor the goddess within you, and if you decide to put creativity and self-worth to the forefront, this is sacral chakra, put this right at the forefront, then I think you'll find that that divinity will exude through you and new doors will open, new possibilities will carry through. They can't take away the godliness from a goddess. Do you know what I mean? It's about substance. You can't recreate this essence. You can't fake this essence, right? And it's not about taking on, being a feminine, divine feminine, and taking on too much masculine, or being a masculine and taking too much feminine on. It's about finding the perfect balance of both, right? And it's in between the perfect balance that harmony is created. Receptivity. Allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition energy and ability to give to others. Four of Swords even, right? This is just another confirmation for the Four of Swords. Receive. Are you in receptive mode? Are you open to receiving? Do you even believe that you deserve what you deserve? Like, no one can ever take away from you the love and the hard work that you've given. And if you don't claim it for yourself, then you know what? Fuck it, it doesn't even exist. What the fuck? The hard work that you've put in deserves a recognition and reward. And I think you need to stand up for yourself a little bit more and say, hey, I'm here. I don't know why narcissistic abuse, like something just screamed right there, narcissistic abuse. I wonder if some of you have been through some sort of narcissistic abuse. Perhaps that might have left you a bit fatigued, or I don't know. Like, look into that perhaps. That just came out of nowhere. That's really funny. Not funny at all. Just a bit random the way that came through. Narcissistic abuse. Right, so let's get some messages from the fairies. Assertiveness. Stand up for your beliefs and only say yes if you really want to. Naked ladies and dollars. Dude, Machine Woman. We have been watching a show with that in the title, and I was just thinking of what one of the characters said. Assertiveness. Stand up for your beliefs and only say yes if you really want to. This might be a test, Virgo, and I do think that this is a... Sorry, did I just say Virgo? I apologize. This might be a test to everyone. Put your hand up if you're a Virgo in the house. It might be checking to see whether or not you really believe in this work that you've been doing on yourself. And so stand up for the exam and take part and do your bit. Get some exercise. As your body becomes stronger, you begin to feel stronger in all ways. I'm being guided to tell you exercise outside if you can. With fresh air and nature. And I guess this whole thing about standing up for your beliefs, like, if you don't, then who else will? And this leap of faith ties in with that also, because if you're willing to just put your heart's true desire into action, you might find that. I'm not going to take any of those, but I will take this one that was turned upwards. It says, your wish is granted. What you've asked for is coming true. And admit your true feelings to yourself. Be honest with yourself. Only you know what it is that you truly desire. Welcome to the Leo. Hello, Sarah. Your wish is granted. What you've asked for is coming true. Happy full moon. Admit your true feelings to yourself. Be honest with yourself. Only you know what it is that you truly desire. Again, I don't know why I'm getting this. Some of you are afraid of manifesting something that you really want. And it's almost like you've told yourself that you can't have it, when all it's saying is get some rest, plug into source, own who you are and your natural abundance, be in your divine sacred pairing, and be receptive to the healing power that you're a channel for. Admit your true feelings to yourself. Be honest with yourself, because that will help you tap into this inner goddess. And I think with that inner goddess, you also need to get some exercise. Now, I think also this assertiveness means that your wish is granted. So being true and admitting your true feelings to yourself might have something to do with it. That means what you're asking for does come true. Welcome to everyone in the house. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for the likes. One question, one card, one paper at Rubyreadstarot. Just a general message for the Leo full moon. This is a romance oracle now. I'm just going to do this as a general message for everyone watching, everyone who will be watching. What messages do they need to know for this Leo full moon in their romance and love life? The Leo full moon, romance and love life. Let's get some messages. Remember, guys, to hit that thumbs up button for me. Thank you. Okay, right. So, give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Now, with the Lovers, the Queen and the King of Emotions, Cups, the Marriage card and the Empress card being here, I would say that this full moon in particular, it's very, very important that if you're in a relationship, you're working on growing the relationship, strengthening the relationship, building factors in the relationship that levitate towards harmony. If you're not currently in a relationship, this might be the time where you really begin to tune in and channel into the things that you would like in a mate. You know, visualizing, manifesting, writing, hypnotic writing, essence. For me, it's the feeling. Okay, you manifest things by feeling into them first, and visualizing is another really strong one too. Me personally, I've always been like the feel of something, you know, it resonates with me. Being clear sentient and being clairaudient, it's the feeling, and I find that that is the strongest way to build resonance with something and draw it in like a magnet. New love. Ta-da! All of you single ladies and guys that are looking for new love, here we go. This Leo full moon invites in the possibilities and the energy of attracting a new love, if that's what you're looking for. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. I want you to get excited about this one because your wish is granted. So I think some of this might be a wish come true, and the Lovers being here. The next card is trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. I'm getting really excited. I don't know why. I'm getting really excited. This is really nice because the Lovers is here. The Marriage card is here. The King and Queen of Cups is here. The Empress is here. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. That's really nice. And here we go. Passion. If it's not done with passion, is it even worth it? I don't know. It's not. Oh my God. This is the thing. Passion. A lot of passion is needed. A lot of like real. I got to say it. You guys got to get into the sacral chakras this full moon. If you can find someone to make sweet love to, make sweet passionate with, go straight ahead and do that. you're gonna have to have a lot of trust in this situation because it is calling for you to have faith. Okay, I do feel like there is every reason for you to be optimistic about your love life, and I think remain positive regardless of anything. Okay, this is the difference between those that do and those that don't, right? It's the positive thinking, it's the feeling, it's resonating with the I can. New love that brings in a lot of passion. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. And if you're already with someone and you're already paired, I think the message here really is reignite the passion and make it feel new again. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that's all I have. I hope you enjoyed the message. Happy full moon. Have a wonderful time. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you'll be doing and how you'll be spending it. Mwah. All my love to you. To book a reading, visit rubyreadstarot.com. Thank you, everyone who joined. Take care. Bye.